Hello, welcome to another episode of Commander Fodder. So, got an interesting build here. As usual, I hopped over to MTGen and got it to generate 6 packs of a set which is contemporaneous to my episode of deck musings. And the set in question is Stronghold, and of the rares I noticed a Portcullis in there, so I figured, well, let's have a go. Let's see where we end up with the edhrec algorithm in combination with a few other things. So Portcullis, 4 to cast. Whenever any creature comes into play, if there are 2 or more other creatures in play, set that creature aside. If Portcullis leaves play, put the creature into play under its owner's control. So yeah, pretty miserable deck to play against, but seeing as it was there, I couldn't help myself. See where we go with this. See what monstrosity of a deck we get. Also in the card pool were a number of other interesting artifacts, and I figured, well, why don't I just go with an artifact deck? And let's just stick in Volrath's Laboratory. So 5 to cast. When you play Volrath's Laboratory, choose a colour and a creature type. 5 tap, put a token creature into play. Treat this creature as a 2/2 creature of the chosen colour and creature type. Got Hornet Cannon, 4 to cast. 3 tap, put a Hornet token into play. Treat this token as a 1/1 artifact creature with flying that is unaffected by summoning sickness. At end of turn, destroy the token. And then we got Bullwhip, 4 to cast. 2 tap, Bullwhip deals 1 damage to target creature. That creature attacks this turn if able. So this is really going to cause some interesting algorithmic connotations. Now, of course, you've got to be a bit careful here. So, you know, if I'm generating tokens, I don't really want to do it when Portcullis is down. I thought, well, as I'm playing artifacts, let's go for a 100% artifact deck. So I'm going to play this card, Liberator, as Battlethopter. So 3 to cast, it's a 1/2, it's got flash and flying. You may cast colourless spells and artifact spells as though they had flash. Whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast that spell is greater than Liberator, as Battlethopter's power, put a +1/+1 counter on Liberator. So I suppose the thing here to do is to maybe go a bit Voltron, which would keep in with, you know, cutting down the number of creatures in play, maybe. And without Portcullis in play, yeah. Anyway, these are just really Commander Fodder. It lives up to the name of the episode anyway. And I've got 37 wastes in here at the moment. I could play, you know, there's quite a lot of utility lands that are colourless, but I thought I'd just start off with some wastes and then go from there, see where we end up. So yeah, definitely artifact theme, big artifacts, hopefully. Probably the odd also colourless card in here as well, and just see where that takes us. But with this Portcullis, it's going to do some wacky things to the algorithm, I think. Which is, you know, part of the fun of doing this. So, all card types. Maybe I should just stay in this view. Might make more sense. Because I'm going to probably be playing a lot of stuff. Just deciding what my approach might be. Do I just fill it full of artifacts and have done? I mean, let's just see. Oops. Yeah, so it's all artifact creatures anyway, so that's fine. Makes sense. Suggesting one enchantment. Okay, yeah, maybe I'll just use that to lock down play at a certain time. Okay. Yeah, I've got to be careful because it's going to take things in certain weird directions. Not surprisingly, not getting much suggestions on anything. I suppose I better play Karn, hadn't I? See, really, I really want to play another Karn. Till your next turn up to one target non-creature artifact. Okay, no, that actually doesn't. Sorry, that doesn't make sense. I misread it. Right, okay. We'll change other view. The lands it's going to suggest. Oh, I've got to have an ancient tomb. Okay, we need that. That's really useful. So is that. Strip mine. Should we do the... Yeah, let's do the Urza lands. And Thespian Stage, Darksteel Citadel, Reliquary Tower, interesting. I love that. That core utility, because we can sack itself to clear out graveyards. Mavugin. Oh, that's actually an enchantment land, isn't it? More for that ability could be interesting. Okay, let's cut down our wastes. Yeah, here we go. Slightly more instants. What do we want? Oh, we'll do a scour. On the creature side of things now. Foundry Inspector. Yeah, as long as I keep an eye and make sure I play as many artifacts as possible. Looking for stuff that makes artifacts cheap and also adds utility. Let's Karn into that. Let me just switch into artifacts, and that way I'll make sure, because there's going to be creatures in there as well, but it just does make sure that I am getting a deck that's just full of artifacts. Okay, Soul Ring, Thran Dynamo, yeah. Yeah. Oh, of course, yes. Let me just equip up my commander. Blightsteel Halkite and a Wormcore engine. Duplicant. Blightsteel. Steel Overseer. How are we doing? Okay, 21 artifacts, 16 creatures, 3 instants, 2 sorceries, a planeswalker, just keep going. I will redo this. Uh-oh. Okay, so let's get back into the creatures. Actually, we'll search on all artifacts. I think I'll just do that going forward. Just make sure I grab appropriate thing. Nick some stuff. Okay, looking interesting. And I'll carry on. So we're really just filling the deck full of artifacts that take our fancy. You can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. Ooh. It's annoying. So is that. One more. I bet the mana curve on this is absolutely atrocious. But we'll see. It's interesting to see what deck it assembled from the combination of cards, though, or what cards got suggested, should I say? I don't want to be messing around with a senseless divining top. Looks like fun. Okay. One thing I will do actually is I will go up and just see whether in each of the categories anything interesting has come to the top. I did forget that there's all these colourless things actually, but it is more of an artifact deck. I'm really doing more than anything, so I suppose I could have done something interesting here. Oh, yeah, I do want to play that though. I'll take something else out. It's fine. Oops. Rise of the Eldrazi. Right, so I'm going to take out, what, 2 cards? What does my curve look like? Yeah. Okay, so I don't think that's going to be land somehow. Let's take that out. Okay, it's been saved, but I will export it. So, Portcullis deck. It has an outrageous curve on it. But what we'll do is we will just do a few test hands and see what happens here. So, artifacts all the way. So yeah, this can go in several different directions, I suppose. Because with the Portcullis in play, there are some interesting things in here which do, or at least one card that turns artifacts into creatures. So sort of get around that restriction once it's in play. Okay. What do we got? Waste, Foundry Inspector, Shrine of Forsaken Gods. Yeah, I imagine this being a particularly slow deck. Okay, wastes. So turn 3. Okay. So really, we can't do anything until we get 3 lands out. And we can pop out a Foundry Inspector, which makes our artifacts cheaper to cast. Our Liberator can come out turn 3, which helps with other artifacts. We do want something to protect it with, though, I suppose. What's that? Turn 3 Unstable Obelisk, just for the mana generation. And yeah, everything's costing less to cast as well. We get Thran Dynamo out. So yeah, that actually is not too bad in terms of getting stuff out. That particular hand wasn't too slow. Yeah. Nice deck to just durdle around with. Just try again. Okay, this doesn't look going to be so promising, but we'll see. So we've got Wastes, and Urza's Workshop. We do have a Soulless Jhoira. Oh. Into. Now we can cast our 3-drop if we wanted to. Another Waste. Again, this is now castable, depending on how much we wanted to protect it or not. So again, yeah, Bullwhip. It's not too bad, really. I mean, whether the deck actually does anything in terms of our kill condition, but yeah. Funny. Oh. Well, we're certainly playing stuff anyway, if nothing else. Is that a 3-drop? That's a living weapon, yeah. Yeah, that's fun. So we're a little bit stuck at the moment. We can do some untap shenanigans as well. Can't blow anything up until we get 7 mana. We do have a Blightsteel Colossus. Oh, there's a Bullwhip. And a Dream Hedron. And so we're stumbling across here that there's something planned. We've got a Thought Not Seer. So we need a target for that. Oh, there's a Platinum Angel. Turn 7. So what's all our mana stuff here? So, oh, did I put that out too early? Turn 6, yeah, sorry. I shouldn't have played that. So I would be able to play it now. Okay, yeah, so that's fine. and then I've got access to to play a Platinum Angel. Okay. Right. Oh, loads of stuff here. Look at all this. Lots of land. So I can't really play anything yet. Get a Forsaken Monument out. That out. Platinum Angel. Yep, we can do that. So it looks all fairly well stocked, which is cool. So, excellent. Yep, good. So on that note, I think I will call it a day with this episode. It's an interesting one to play around with. It's a pretty expensive deck though. So I'm wondering if there's like some core utility to the deck. You know, you could ditch the Metalworker, or you could just play around with some concepts in here. What would we remove? So take out the Metalworker, because that's just so expensive. What else here? I imagine a lot of those. Yeah, the Karn's $12. Yeah, so there is. It's what one called engine now, yeah. Okay. So you, unless you were lucky enough to pull these in pack openings, then yeah, there's a couple of top end here ones you would probably just take out till you could afford them. Yeah, one of your Planeswalkers would have to come out. It's only $3.99. What about the artifact side of things? So Everflowing Chalice, no problem. Don't know how much that is. That's a lot of. Probably was it Lightning Greaves is $7.99. That'd have to come out. Yeah, there's quite a few cards here that are around like between $2 and $4, which is sort of adding to the price, ticking up the price of the artifact area of things. Yeah. Yeah, that would need quite a bit of work actually. It's not a question of just pulling out a few things and then, you know, messing around with say 5 to 10 cards. I think quite a lot of the deck you'd have to gut out. And if you were to look this up on edhrec, you know, do a search on Liberator Urza's Battle Thopter, I suspect a lot of them, you know, a lot of the cards that it suggests are going to be fairly expensive, depending on what route you go down. There seems to be a couple of routes here. You know, if you start adding in, say, Eldrazi, I mean, here it lists the top 5 themes as artifacts: Eldrazi, big mana, equipment, and historic. But I do think like a, you know, colourless EDH decks. Always a fun concept to play around with, and certainly it's a lot easier now, I think, than it used to be, particularly with the advent of wastes. Because before, you basically had to come up with colourless utility land, which some of them could be quite expensive. I mean, it does also give you the opportunity to just play around with the Urza combination. In if you happen to be extremely lucky to pull that off. So thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I will catch you in the next video.